Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to automate inventory updates with Google Sheets and Gmail. So I am managing two spreadsheets, one for sale and the other for inventory. Now I want that whenever the data will be added for sale in the sales sheet, then automatically according to the quantity being purchased, the inventory sheet should also be updated. And as soon as the products which are there in inventory sheet will go below 10, then I want to send the email to the supplier for restocking of that same inventory stock. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software, with the help of which we are going to set up a connection between Google Sheets and Gmail without any coding or programming skills. And to learn this entire automation step by step, let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to automate inventory updates and inventory management with the help of Google Sheets and Gmail. Okay, so here I have prepared two spreadsheets as I have told you. This is for inventory record and this is for sales. Now my objective is that whenever I'm going to add a new sales data in my spreadsheet, automatically according to the quantity being purchased, the update should be made in this inventory record spreadsheet as well. That for example, if the purchase is made for LED bulb for two quantities, then automatically the LED bulb should be updated over here that two quantities are subtracted from this stock units. Okay, now after this I want that in the inventory record, if the quantity of a particular product will become less than 10, then I want to send an email to the supplier regarding the restocking of that same product and the quantity which I want to purchase. Okay, so I'm going to basically automate the entire inventory management with the help of this automation. And for creating this automation, I'm simply going to set up a connection between Google Sheets and Gmail. Okay, and that we are going to do, as I've told you, with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach by tapping this URL pabbly.com/connect. After coming over here, we can find two options: sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, you can directly click on sign in. But if you are a new user, you have to click on sign up for free button to create your free new account. Also, when you will create your account, you will get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now, as an existing user, I am directly clicking on sign in. And now this is the all apps section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. So on this dashboard, we can find all of our workflows which we have created. And we can also create different folders over here to save our workflows accordingly. Now, to create a new workflow, we have to click on this create workflow option. Let's do that. And here a dialog box will appear in front of us. It is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, let us provide a name over here. Automate inventory updates with Google Sheets and Gmail. After giving this name, here I'm going to select the folder in which I want to save this workflow. So I have already created a folder with the name as automations for operations. I want this workflow to be saved in this. So I'm going to select that, and now let's click on create. Now, as we have done that, we can see that two windows are open in front of us. First is the trigger and the other is action. So trigger and actions are basically the main concepts or the building blocks on which the entire automation runs. The trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can have multiple actions as we want. Now let's suppose here we are going to take Google Sheets in our trigger and Gmail in our action. Now let's suppose we want to sync the sales spreadsheet and the inventory spreadsheet. Okay, so for that we are going to take Google Sheets in our trigger and Google Sheets once again in our action. And what we want that whenever a new data will be added in sales spreadsheet, automatically according to that quantity being purchased, the inventory spreadsheet should be updated. So here we can clearly see that action is following what the trigger commands, because when the trigger happens, that means when the row is added in Google Sheets, then only in the action the row is updated in other spreadsheet as well. Okay, so after understanding the concept of trigger and action, let's start creating the workflow step by step. Now first of all, I'm going to take you towards my sales sheet. Okay, so this is the sheet which I have created for adding the data of the sales. Let's suppose I'm using an e-commerce store to sell my products, and whenever the sale will be made, automatically the data is added over here in Google Sheet. Okay, now I want that whatever the data is added according to the quantity being purchased, I want to update the inventory record as well. Okay, so I want that whenever I'm going to add a new row over here in my spreadsheet, automatically the response should be captured here in Pabbly Connect. Okay, for that, first of all, we have to select our trigger application, and that will be Google Sheets. So let's select that. And now we have to select the trigger event. So trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to trigger or start. So new or updated spreadsheet row will be our trigger event over here. So whenever a new row will be added, automatically the response will be captured, and with that response the workflow is going to trigger. Now here we have a webhook URL along with some instructions. We need to follow these instructions very carefully step by step to connect our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, and the webhook URL which is provided to us is going to act as a bridge for sending the data from Google Sheets towards Pabbly Connect. So first of all, let us copy this unique webhook URL. Now we are going to go back towards the Google Sheets, and here we are going to go towards extensions. Okay, so basically to build a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect, we have to go towards extensions, and here we'll find the option of add-ons. When we are going to click on this get add-ons, and it will take us towards Google Workspace Marketplace. So here we have to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. Basically, Pabbly Connect webhook is the add-on which we need to install in Google Sheets to connect it with Pabbly Connect. Okay, so you can find that I've already installed this add-on, so I'm just going to cross this, and once you will install the add-on for the first time, you also have to refresh your spreadsheet so that you will be able to find the option of Pabbly Connect webhooks under extensions. So now when we can find the option, let's go towards initial setup, and basically to connect our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, we have to perform an initial setup in which we need to enter two details: webhook URL and trigger column. So first of all, let's paste the URL which we have already copied from Pabbly Connect in this field, and the next is trigger column. Okay, so the concept of trigger column says that whenever the data in the spreadsheet will be added up till this column, automatically the entire row will be sent towards Pabbly Connect. So in my spreadsheet, you can find in the background that I have 3 columns. So column C is my trigger column because I want that whenever a row will be added in my spreadsheet related to the sales data, then when the data will be added up till the quantity, that means up till column C, then automatically the response should be captured. So here I'm going to enter C as my trigger column, and we will click on send test button to send the test response of this round neck t-shirt towards Pabbly Connect. And as we have done that, we can see that the test data is sent successfully. Okay, so now I'm going to click on submit to submit this initial setup, and now I will simply cross this. Okay, and now as we have done that, let's go back towards Pabbly Connect, and we will find that we have already received the response over here. In this response, we have received all the details. That means the entire row which we have sent as a test data. So in the response, we have received the trigger column which we have entered as C, spreadsheet name, spreadsheet ID, sheet name, sheet ID, row index, quantity, product, and the date. So these are the details of the sales. Okay, this means that our connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect is perfectly successful. Now we have to do one more thing, because I want that whenever I'm going to add a new row over here, the data must be keep on sending towards Pabbly Connect automatically. Therefore, we have to go towards extensions, Pabbly Connect webhooks, and we have to click on this send on event button. As we have done that, we have made sure that now whenever we are going to add a new row up till trigger column, the data will be keep on sending. Okay, after receiving the sales data from Google Sheets, we want to update the inventory data as well. So this is my inventory stock. Okay, let me do one thing. I'm going to change the inventory stock of this round neck t-shirt from 40 to 10. Okay, now what I want, as 2 of the quantities are being purchased recently of this round neck t-shirt, then I want to simply update this round neck t-shirt from 10 to 8. Okay, because 2 quantities are being purchased. For automating this process, what we will have to do, we will have to connect this inventory record spreadsheet with sales sheet. Okay, and that we will simply do with the help of action steps of our workflow. Okay, now here, in order to connect inventory record sheet with Pabbly Connect, we have to use lookup spreadsheet. Okay, so for that, let's go towards action step, and in our action application, we will select Google Sheets. So let's select that. And now we have to select the action event. So our action event over here will be lookup spreadsheet rows V1. With the help of this event, we are going to get the details which we wanted from the inventory record sheet. Okay, let's click on connect. Now, because I've already built a connection with Google Sheets, so I'm going to go with existing connection. Let's click on save. And with this, we can see that Google Sheets is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. So let's move forward. Here we have to select the spreadsheet name. Okay, so which is already selected. We can see the sheet name is also selected. And here we have to provide the details. Lookup column, lookup value, and other details. Okay, so lookup column is the column in which we want to search the data. So I want to search the data over here with the help of the products. Okay, and we can see that product is given in column A. So our lookup column over here will be column A. So let's enter A over here. Now the next is lookup value. What value you want to look for? I want to look for the product which we have received from Google Sheets. That means for which the sale is made. So we will simply use the data which we have already received from Google Sheets response, and that is called as mapping. So mapping is inserting data from previous step. Here our previous step is given, and here are all the details. We want to map the product name. So let's select that, and it is mapped over here. Why we map the data? Because we want it to change with each and every new response. That means now now, because we have mapped the name of the product, automatically whenever a new sale will be made and the record will be added in Google Sheets, as soon as the response will be captured, the name of this product is going to be replaced with a new name of that new response. Okay, but in case if we will enter the data manually over here by typing or by copy and pasting, then that data will become static and then it is not going to replace with each and every new response. Therefore, we will not be able to automate the process. Okay, now after mapping the name of the product, that means the lookup value, we will have to enter include headers in the response. I have selected as true and the sort value top. Okay, so let's click on save and send test request button. And here we can see that as we have done that, we have received the response of the entire row related to this product. Okay, so the product is given in row 2. We can see that row index is 2 over here. And the stock units left of this particular product is also given as 10 and all other details. This means that our connection is successful up till now. Now what I want that whenever the inventory stock details will be received over here, I want it to update over here in Google Sheets as well. For that, we have to subtract the quantity which is being purchased from the stock unit left so that the subtracted value could be updated over here in this column. For that, first of all, we have to perform a math operation to subtract the values. So let's click on this add action step button, and how we are going to do that with the help of number formatter. So let's select number formatter over here. Number formatter is an amazing inbuilt feature of Pabbly which allows us to format the numbers in the workflow according to our requirements. Here our action event will be perform math operation. Let's select that and let's click on connect. As we have done that, now it is asking us to select the number which we want to format. Okay, so here I want to perform a math operation of subtraction. I want that whatever data is being purchased, let's suppose here we have received a response of this round neck t-shirt and the quantity being purchased is 2. So in that case, I want that 2 should be subtracted from the stock units left of round neck t-shirt in the inventory sheet and should be updated over here automatically. Okay, so basically we have to subtract the quantity being purchased from the stock units left, by using which numbers we want to perform the math operation. First of all, I'm going to map this stock units left. Okay, and then I'm going to use a comma over here, and then with a space I'm going to map the quantity being purchased. So I want to use these two numbers. Okay, so basically I want to subtract the quantity from the stock units left, and in order to do the subtraction, here we have to select the operation as subtract. It is given in the instructions that you have to enter the comma separated values to perform the operation. For example, in case if you want to add 100 plus 200, then you have to enter 100 comma 200 and then you have to select the operations which you want to perform. Similarly, we have done that. Let's click on save and send test request button over here. And we can find that in the response we have received the answer, and that is 8. Okay, so 10 minus 2 is 8. Now in the same manner, whenever this workflow is going to run in real time, whatever quantity of a specific product will be purchased in sales, okay, automatically according to the data here in the sales sheet, the quantity will be subtracted from the stock units. Now what we want to update the spreadsheet of inventory record automatically after we have received this response. So let's click on this add action step button. And we will once again select Google Sheets over here. And now we have to select the action event, that will be update cell value. Let's click on connect. Now from the given options, we will go with existing connection only. And here our connection is successful. So now we first of all we have to select the spreadsheet. So the spreadsheet is inventory record. We have selected that. The sheet name is also selected. Now it is asking us the range and the value which we want to update. So I want to update this column, that is B column, and the row which we want to update will be 2. But as we know, the column is going to be same each time which we want to update, because we want to update the stock units every time. But row is not going to be same each time because every time not only round neck t-shirt will be purchased, but also flower bed sheet, silk sari, or whatever products we have could be purchased. Okay, therefore we have to make the row dynamic and we have to keep the column static. For that, what we will do, we will simply enter the column name manually over here, but we will map the row index. So the column name is B over here. I'm going to enter B over here, and for the row I will simply map the row index. So this is the row index, that means the row in which we want to make the update. So let's select that and done. Okay, now it is asking us what value you want to update. We want to update the quantity. So here the quantity is given as 10, and because 2 of the quantities are already being purchased, so it has become 8 now. So let's click on 8. So 8 quantities are left, and now let's click on save and send test request button. Now as we have done that, we can see that we have received the response. So let's go and check whether the changes made over here And yes, we can find from 10, the stock units left are 8 now. This means that the update is made successfully. Now let's go back. Now I want that after the quantity being updated in inventory stock, if the quantity will become less than 10, then I want to send a restock email to the supplier for that. Okay. So for that, once again, we have to click on this add action step button. And now we have to apply a condition in this workflow. Only if the stock units left of the inventory of a particular product will become less than 10, then we want to continue this workflow further to send the email to supplier. In that case, we have to apply filter over here because we can apply the condition in the workflow with the help of filter by Pabbly. Let's select our action event as filter values and let's click on connect. Now we are going to set the conditions. So our condition over here will be that if the result which we have received from math operation will be less than 10, then we want to continue this workflow further and we want to send the mail to the supplier, otherwise not. Okay. So let's check this condition first of all whether it is true or not. And yes, the condition is true because the stock unit left of round neck t-shirt is equal to 8, which is less than 10. So now we want to restock it. Okay, so let's click on this add action step button and now simply we are going to connect Gmail with Pabbly Connect to send the email to the supplier. Now we have to select the action event that will be send email. Let's click on connect. Now from the given options, I'm going to go with existing connection only as I've already built a connection with my Gmail account earlier as well. But to create a new connection, you have to click on this add new connection button and then you have to click on connect with Gmail. Now let's click on save. Now as we have done that, we can see that Gmail is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. Okay, so after building this connection, let's move forward and we have to enter the details in these fields to send the email. Now first of all, we have to enter the recipient email address to whom we want to send this email. We want to send the email to the supplier in order to restock the products. Okay, so here I'm going to enter the supplier email address. Okay, and because I've entered this email address manually, this means that now it is not going to change with each and every new response, but it will be same each time. The next will be the sender name. So I'm going to enter the name of my store. That will be all-in-one store. Okay, so this is the name of my store through which I want to send this email. Now the next it is asking us is the email subject. What should be the subject of your email? We are sending this email for restocking of inventory. Therefore, my subject over here will be request for inventory restock. Okay, now here we have to select the email content type. It will be plain, and now we have to provide the email content over here. So I'm going to enter the content as okay, so I have entered the email content over here. Dear Sir, Ma'am, I hope this email finds you well. I am writing to urgently request a restock of our inventory for the round neck t-shirt. I have mapped the name of my product which I want to order so that it could change with each and every new response. Accordingly, you have to do the same. As our trusted supplier, we greatly appreciate your prompt attention to this matter. Our current inventory of the product round neck t-shirt is running critically low and we anticipate high demand in the upcoming weeks. Therefore, we kindly request that you expedite the process of restocking this product to ensure continuity of supply for our customers. Below are the specific details of our request. Product name. Okay, I have also mapped the name of the product here as well. Quantity required. Additionally, please ensure that the products meet our quality standards and are packaged securely to prevent any damage during transit. Could you please confirm receipt of this email and provide an estimated timeline for when we can expect the restocked inventory to be available for delivery? If there is any issues or delays, we would appreciate your prompt communication so that we can make necessary arrangements. Thank you for your attention to this matter. We value our partnership with you and look forward to continuing our successful collaboration. Warm regards, all-in-one store. Along with this, if you want to attach a particular purchase order over here in the PDF format, you can also enter the file name and the attachment URL over here in these fields. Now I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request button. And we can find that we have received the response. This means that the mail is sent. So let's go and check. And yes, here we can find that we have received the email over here successfully. This means that our workflow is perfectly successful. So now let's check this workflow whether it is running fine or no. So I'm going to enter a new row over here with a new sales detail. Okay, let's suppose I'm going to make the purchase for this silk saree, which is currently 8 units. Okay, in the inventory. So I'm going to make the purchase of silk saree. I'm going to enter the date over here. And now I'm going to enter the quantity. Let's say I'm going to purchase 4 quantities of silk saree. As we have done that, let's wait and check whether automatically the silk saree is updated in inventory or no. And yes, we can find that silk sari is left from 8 to 4. Okay. Now let's check whether the email to the supplier is sent or not for this silk sari. And yes, we can see that automatically another email is received over here. This is being sent to the supplier. And this time we can see that the product name is automatically changed to silk sari. This means that our connection is perfectly successful and our workflow is also running fine. So we have successfully automated our inventory updates with the help of Google Sheets and Gmail. So here we have simply connected Google Sheets and Gmail in such a way that now whenever the sale will be made, automatically the inventory record will be updated in another spreadsheet. And as soon as the quantity of a particular product in inventory record will become less than 10, then automatically an email will be sent to the supplier regarding the restocking of that inventory product. Okay, so this was it in this video. In the same manner, you can create this automation very easily to update your inventory records automatically and manage your inventory update and manage your and automate your inventory management. Okay, this was it in this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such applications without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also please like our video and subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.